Pamela, and I am going to talk today about how to start your own online business this year in 2026. And hopefully that's what you're here to learn because that's what I'm going to be talking about. Let me give you a little bit of history about myself. I was in corporate America for 20 years, and I was in my last job for 17 years. And at the last 2 years of that, it was pretty rough. I wasn't all that happy there. It was a lot of stress, anxiety, and everything that goes with sometimes corporate America jobs. I liked it to begin with. I really did. I thought it was a great place to be, and I really liked it. But as it turns out, what am I doing here? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. As it turns out, the uh, what are we doing? Sorry, I'm having some problems here with all right, there we go. As it turns out, the stress was just way too much. And so I decided after 17 years to leave that job. The problem is that, first of all, I liked working. I really did. Working is something I've been doing since I was 16. And pretty much, well, when I was in school, I wasn't working full time, but I was working after hours at school, after school, and on nights and, nights, weekends, and all that kind of thing in the summer. But I just really didn't want to do that anymore. And I didn't want to work for anybody else. I'd been working for somebody else my whole life. And I decided that if I were to work as hard for myself as I have for all of my employers all these years, that I would probably be okay. That was what the conclusion I came to. The problem being that I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have my own business. I tried a few things along the way. I've been wanting my own business now, like probably the same way most people, for at least 10 years or more. And I tried several things, mostly MLMs. Which I would not recommend to anybody. If you're doing one now and you're doing well with it, congratulations, because I never did. I tried 4, and I did every single thing they told me to do, and I didn't succeed at any of them. The thing that I liked, that I hated the most about them, was that, first of all, the products were always overpriced, in my opinion. And when I did sell something, I would make that much. I'd sell it for that much, and I'd make that much from it. But then the worst thing was that you really couldn't even make money unless you were getting people into your downline, unless you were getting people to want to come in and do the same thing that you were doing underneath of you, and then you'd make part of their commission. Whatever they sold, you'd make a part of it. And so that forced you to go out to your family, to your friends, to people you haven't even talked to in 20 years, and you saw them on Facebook, and you're going out to them and you're saying, "Oh, you want to join my business?" And the answer was always no. No, I don't want to join your business. But they were willing sometimes to buy the products, but even with that, you didn't really make any money. So I did it 4 different times. And finally, the last time was several years ago, and I said, never, ever, ever again. So that was something I knew for sure I didn't want to do. What I really wanted to do was to have my own business online. That's what I really wanted to do. I am from Philadelphia area. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this now. I'm from the Philadelphia region. I'm originally from Virginia, but I've been living outside of Philadelphia now for most of my life. So I live in Bucks County, if you know where that is. Where are you from? Put that in the comments if you'd like to. So I wanted my own business and I didn't know how to go about getting it. I didn't have any tech skills. I had no social media following whatsoever. I mean, zero. I had some followers on Facebook, but that was, pretty much it. Some friends there, several hundred. I mean, quite a few actually. But I didn't have anybody on really YouTube at all. On TikTok, I had 0. I now have over 1,000 there. But I really like, hey there, Rebecca, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I appreciate. I'm talking about how to start your own business online, how to make money online. And it was something that I had no clue how to do. I wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it. And I looked at a lot of different ways of doing it. I looked at training from a lot of different programs. And I couldn't find, my day was great. I hope yours was great too. But what I couldn't find was something that gave any kind of live training. Everything I saw was 100% online. There was nothing that, if you had a question, there was no live person you could talk to. That was kind of important to me because I was a total beginner. I don't know if that's important to you. I don't know if anybody here um, is has their online business. Does anybody here have their own online business? Yes, if so, put yes. And if not, are you looking? Is that something that you would like to do? Would you like to learn how to make money online? Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to make money online. So I finally found the thing that I was looking for. And how it happened was one day I was scrolling on YouTube, and I don't really do that often. I really, really don't. I have a YouTube account. I've always had one. And that was mostly, I used it for looking at things like how to maybe fix a gardening problem. Like if I had roses that had some kind of disease on them or bugs on them, I would go on YouTube to figure that out. Or how to fix a clogged drain. Those kind of like how-to kind of things. But I was never a scroller before. This one day, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was the day after 4th of July. It was July the 5th. It was this past summer. And I had just left my job of 17 years. I'd put in a 2-month notice. My last day was Monday, June the 30th. I wanted to keep working. I did not want to work for somebody else ever again. I wanted my own business. Didn't have a clue what that would look like, didn't know anything about it. I had done a lot of research and looking at different programs. I couldn't find anything that fit me. And I figured I'm a strong believer in that the universe has my back, and I believed that it was going to find me. Somehow, along the way, I would just be introduced to it, and truly that's what happened. My last day at my job was on a Monday. We went away to the Jersey Shore to a nice resort for a few days. We came back on July 4th, which was on a Friday. And that night we set out watching some fireworks in the distance, and we had some champagne. So therefore, the next day I was a little bit tired, maybe also known as being a little bit hungover, which was why I was scrolling on YouTube. And I saw this woman talking, and she was like in her 50s. She had been working 2 jobs. Her husband was working full time, and they had children and grandchildren. She wanted to spend more time with her family, especially with her grandkids. And the fact of the matter is, she was working a full time job and a part time job because they were looking at retirement down the road, and they realized they did not have enough money to retire. So I don't know how old any of you guys are on here, but if you're 45 or over, chances are, well, 20% of people 45 and over have zero money saved for retirement other than Social Security. And if you are in that situation, you are in a bad place because Social Security does not pay very much. On average, it's $2,005 a month. That's it. So if you own your home, let's say your home is totally paid for, how much are your taxes on that each year? That's going to eat up a good portion of that. Then you're going to have your utilities. And then what if your roof goes? Or what if you need tires for your car or any of that thing? I mean, you're just out of luck. You have a 401k and pension where you are the exception. I had a really good 401k. Pensions are something that aren't around that much, Jimmy. So if you have a pension, you're in a good situation because I personally do not know of anybody with a pension. I take that back. My one brother-in-law worked in like county services or something his whole life, right out of college up until the time that he retired. So he has a pension, but I don't know if anybody else has a pension. So you're in really good shape, Jimmy. You probably don't need to know this unless you just want to make some extra money. So that's when I knew, she said that she had been looking for something for quite a while, and then she was introduced to Legacy Builders, and that's what I'm talking about. This is Legacy Builders, and I have a feeling I'm going to show you my website, but I think this camera is reversed and it might show up backwards. So, but if you look at my YouTube account, you'll see my website on there. You'll also see my email address. You see all of that stuff. And what you can do if you want to get the information is you can just go to my website, just click on it. You'll need to put in your email address, and then within about 5 minutes, you are going to, oh, what do you mean thief? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So anyway, that's not a very nice thing to say. You don't even know me, but I have deleted that. I am not a thief. I've been called a lot of things. I've never been called a thief before. So shame on you. So if you go to my website and pop in your email address, within about 5 minutes, you're going to get all of the information in writing. The first thing you're going to get is a video. It's going to be, actually, it's a YouTube video that you're going to get, and it's from the founder of Legacy Builders. That's what you want to look at first, because in that video, the founder of Legacy Builders, her name is Michelle O'Neill, she is going to explain step by step how this works. She's also going to do she has a couple of interviews, people that she's interviewing on there. What I really was impressed about with the interviews that she did was it showed the people's faces, of course, because it was a live interview, but it also showed their first name and their last name. And so now I'm going to have to report you, and I'm going to have to, there we go. You have been reported there. Misinformation, unwanted. Okay, there. All right, so you are gone, hopefully. You reported me. I just reported you, Jimmy. Oh my gosh. I guess you don't have anything better to do with your life than to do something like this. I'm just going to ignore you. Put all the comments you want to any there. I really don't give a damn. So what I liked about the videos were that it showed the people's name, it showed their first name and their last name, and you can Google them to see if they were real people. That's what I did. I Googled these people. I Googled them, and let's see here. There. User and timeout. All right. Now you're gone for the next 24 hours. I don't need to see you anymore. I Googled these people, and they were real. They were real people. And now here it is 7 months later. I actually know some of these people personally. And how I know them is because we all belong to the same community. There are 58,000 people in this community, in the community globally. And why that is so nice is because the community is set up so that it is free of drama, unlike our buddy Jimmy, who was just on here. It's free of drama. It is no political stuff, no negativity. It's just about supporting one another and building our own businesses. And when you have your business with Legacy Builders, let there be no mistake about it, it is 100% your own business. It's your business, but you're not going to be in business alone because you're going to have the support of everyone in the community. It's just beautiful. So to give you an example of that, if you're just getting started and you have somebody who is interested in learning how to start their own business and they want to do it through your website and they're asking you a question and you don't know the answer to it because maybe you're brand spanking new, you can go to the community. You're going to say, hi, my name is Tina or whatever it is. I'm brand new. This person, somebody's asking me this question and I don't know the answer. Can somebody help me? And what you're going to find is, it's really so nice, is within a couple of minutes, you can have all of these people on there congratulating you. They're going to say, Tina, we're so happy that you're here. Welcome. You're going to love it here. Everybody's very helpful. Then they're going to answer the question that you needed answering. So that it was really important to me to see that I would have availability for that type of interaction because I knew I was going to have questions along the way because this was brand spanking new for me. But in addition to that, the founder, again, her name is Michelle, one day a week on Monday, she does live training and mentoring. So that is another time that you can have your questions answered live. You can go onto it's on the calendar every week on Monday. You can go on there, you can listen to the training. If you have questions, you just pop them in the chat and she will answer those for you. So that was something, again, it was super, super important to me that I would have access to live training and mentoring. And if it was always on a Monday, it always is on a Monday, but if it was at a time that I couldn't make it, there is a replay for it, so I can access that as well. Meanwhile, if I had questions that needed to be answered, I can just go into the community and ask people about them. So when I saw this video and I saw this woman on YouTube talking about it, I did go into her website right away. I put in my email address. So if you want the information, I'm going to tell you everything about it here doing my live, which would probably take about another half hour. I'm going to tell you everything about it. If you have questions along the way, then please just, pop in and ask them. But if you want to get the information beforehand, or if you can't stay, then just go to my account, my YouTube account. You'll see my website there. And when you go there, just click on it. You can be taken to my site, and then you can just pop in your email address. I'm not going to do anything with your email address. I'm not going to sell it to anybody or anything like that. Just it's for you to get the information. And then within 5 minutes, you're going to get everything sent to you, to your inbox. If you don't see it, just check your junk filter. Sometimes it goes in there. Most of the time it goes into your inbox, but you can check your junk filter if you don't see it in 5 minutes, because it'll definitely be there. So what I'm going to talk to you about next, I'm going to show you some testimonials. However, again, I have a feeling they're going to show up backwards. I do most of my lives, I do really like all of them. I do them on, up until now, I do them on TikTok primarily, and they can set up the screen so that nothing is backwards there, but I'm pretty sure from what I understand, the way that YouTube has theirs, there's nothing you can do about it, and it's going to show up backwards. But we're going to see. I'm going to put this up here and see what happens, and hopefully, even if it is backwards, and it is, you can make out some of the numbers. So this is Yvette Gracio, and it is backwards. Nothing I can do about it. I apologize about that. But what it says, if you can figure it out, is that she had three $300 sales in one 24-hour period. What I'm showing you are possibilities. I'm not saying that this is going to happen with you. I'm not saying, especially in your first week, you're going to get $300 sales in one day. I'm not saying that. I'm showing you what other people are doing. Okay? Some of these people I personally know, and I know how long they've been doing this. Some of them I don't. We have 58,000 people in the community, so I don't know everyone. So the people that I know, I'll point them out to you, and I will let you know that I do know them, and this is what I know about them, and this is how long they've been doing this. But I just want you to see what people are making. One thing you will notice when I'm showing you some of these examples is that most of the examples I'm going to show you, you're going to see that $900 mentioned all the time. You're going to see $1,400 mentioned all the time. The reason for that is that those are our two most popular selling products. We have 5 different options. They start at $100. They go up to $1,400. I'm going to get into all of that and explain all that to you in just a little bit, and what you get with each one and what's involved. I'm not going to hide anything from you. And again, you can get all of that information right from my website if you want to go there and get it directly from there. You can also message me, and I will, if you message me your email, I'll send that to you after I'm done with the live event here. But this is Christina. Christina is one of those people I know personally. And you can see there, I know it's backwards, and I apologize for that. Nothing I can do about it. But it is, she made $1,400 in one day. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Christina Bell. I know her personally. She is a stay-at-home mom. She lives in Tennessee. She has 3 boys, and her husband works. She had tried all kinds of different things to make money to help with the family bills. She said that she had at one time, she was baking. in her home, and she was selling cookies and cakes and stuff like that to people online, whatever it was, and she was delivering them. She thought she was doing really well until she went to do her taxes. She realized that she had grossed $10,000 that year, which is not so bad for a stay-at-home mom working out of your home. But then she added up her cost for all the ingredients, for all of the packaging and all of that. Her expenses were $6,000. So she worked one full year, working many hours in a hot kitchen for the tune of only $4,000 is what she netted. So that was not, in her opinion, a good use of her time. It wasn't a good return on her investment. It was not something she wanted to do. So she wanted her own business. She was introduced to Legacy Builders less than 2 years ago. It was probably, I think she said it was like about a year and a half ago. She, this past month in January, she made $1,500 from Legacy Builders. $1,500 just last month. This month so far, as of last week, she made like another 5 or 6,000. So far, here we are. We're not even quite halfway through the month yet. And so far for this year, she's made over $20,000. She did not start off making $20,000 a month when she started her business, started her legacy business. And most people do not. I'm not saying for sure that you can't do it. I'm just saying that most people do not. It's not a real reasonable expectation. But this is where she is now in less than 2 years. So that is reasonable. We have thousands of people who are making 5 figures in less than a year. We have thousands of people doing that. We have a lot less making 6 figures. We have, at this point, I think it's 127 people in the US who are making 6 figures with Legacy Builders. Believe it or not, in South Africa, we have quite a few there. But their money is different. They have what's called a rand, R-A-N-D. So the money is just, it's not dollars to dollars kind of thing. But there are quite a few millionaires in South Africa doing this. We are pretty much global. There's some countries that we're not into, but we are pretty much global. Let me show you the next person. The next person is Beatrice Jackman. And this is what she wrote. And again, it's backwards. I realize that. I apologize. She wrote here, 2026, here we come. This was in 1 week. She had a $300 sale. Hopefully you can see the 300. And she had a $900 sale. That was all in 1 week for her. Sabina, a stay-at-home mom. She made $1,500 one day on a Sunday. I know it's backwards, but that's what she made. Nothing I can do about it being backwards. Maybe I should take a picture of these, make it backwards, and then show it to you. And then I can go on and on and on. There is Dan Bellin. Dan Bellin here had a $1,400 day. The next day, he woke up and he had made $900 in his sleep. Mindy Judd is somebody I personally know. She's a friend of mine. Mindy, in one day, she also is a stay-at-home mom. She has 2 boys. She lives in Nebraska. She used to be an RN, and as an RN, she was making a whopping $19 an hour. I really thought RNs were paid a lot more than that, and I think maybe a lot of places they are, but where she lives, they were not paid that much. In Nebraska, it's probably a little small town somewhere, and she was making $19 an hour. When she started having children, she wanted to raise her kids herself, and I'm guessing the cost of daycare would have probably been maybe more than what she was making per hour. So her husband was working full-time. She was a stay-at-home mom, and she wanted, though, to contribute to the family finances. She wanted to make it easier on her husband and not so much stress for him. So she was looking for an online business that she could start, and her goal was to make $500 a month. That was it. She thought, if I can make $500 a month, then it will help my husband out a whole lot, and it will just make it a little less stressful around here, a little bit easier. You can take a breath. She was introduced to Legacy Builders. For her, she's been doing this for 2 years now. And she, in one day, had a $1,400 sale, and she had a $900 sale in one day. That's $2,300 that she made in one day when she would have been happy to make $500 in a whole month. She's one of those six-figure earners. She's been doing it for 2 years. She didn't start off this way. But in 2 years now, she has gotten to the point where she is making six figures pretty consistently. That's not so bad considering the time it takes to do this job is only 2 hours a day. Like a couple of hours a day is all it's going to take. A total of 14, 15 hours a week. That's when you first start. After you've been doing it for a little bit, you're going to become quicker and better at it. So once you've been doing it for a little bit, you could probably shave off 15, maybe even 30 minutes from that, and you might be able to get it done in an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. But in the beginning, it's going to take you about 2 hours a day. So like 14, maybe 15 hours a week. With this, if you are currently working full time, and let's say you like your job. Let's say you really, really like your job. You like your boss, you like your coworkers, you like the actual job that you do. Maybe you live close enough to your office where it's not a long commute. Maybe you can work from home some days. Maybe you have really excellent benefits, but you're just not making enough money. You need more money. Do you have credit card debt? Are you trying to save more for retirement? Are you wanting to take a vacation, like a real vacation and not a staycation? Have you been promising your family for years, oh, we're gonna go down to Florida, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to Disney World, we're gonna go wherever. And you never had the money to do it, but you love your job, you love everything about it, it's just not enough money. You could do this in 2 hours a day and make up whatever it is that you're short. If you need an extra $10,000 a year, that is very easy to achieve with this program if you follow the step-by-step training and just do it every single day. We show you everything to do. It's pretty much a plug-and-play program. We're going to set up the back end of your website for you. We're going to give you the training. The training is so wonderful. The little videos when you first start that you're going to have access to. You're going to have access to it all the time, frankly, and we have hundreds of training videos in there. But when you first start, we're going to show you where to start. It's going to say, go here, start here. You're going to go there and start your training. And the training is going to consist of a series of videos, but each one is very short. It's like 2.5 minutes to about maybe 6 minutes long. That's going to be the extent of it. And so you can do it in bite-sized pieces. And you only need to do like maybe 2 hours of training a day to begin with. By the end of your second day, after you've gotten roughly 4 hours of training done, what will happen is at that point, you're going to have enough training to go out and start running your business. We're going to show you how to do it. We're going to show you how to set up your social media accounts if you don't have them. We're going to show you how to do the videos, how you want to present the information. We're going to help you every step of the way. And then all you have to do is just get out there and do it. The expectation is that we're hoping that within the first week, within the first 7 days, you'll have your first sale. And about half of the people who start Legacy Builders gets their first sale within the first 7 days. Doesn't mean you're going to be rich. You're not going to be rich from one sale. But once you get that first sale, it is so exciting and so exhilarating, and then you're just off to the races. You're just so excited, and then each one after that is going to get easier and easier. Not to mention that you're still going to have additional training available to you. It's not required that you take it, but I highly recommend that you do. It's like anything else in life. The more you learn, the more you earn. It's like that in any business. When you first started at your job, wherever you are now, you were making whatever you were making. You were brand new. You didn't walk in there knowing everything, but the longer you were there, you got better at your job. You became more efficient. You became quicker. If you were in sales, you were selling more. And consequently, you were getting raises based on that. So you were learning more and you were earning more as it went throughout your career. The same is true with this, only you're not going to get a raise per se because this is your own business. But the better you get at it the more efficient you are. You're just going to learn skills along the way to make you more relatable, to make people want to interact with you. And as a result of that, you're going to be making more money. So that's how that works. Who wants to know how much this is going to cost? Because I'm going to tell you about that right now. We have 5 different options, and I'm going to start from the one that's the lowest price one. I'm going to work my way up to the highest price one. I'm going to tell you what everything is, how much it costs, what you can expect to earn, and I'm not going to leave anything out. And if you go to my website, again, it's legacy100%, percent is spelled out, .com. You can put in your email address, and once you do that, you're going to have all of this sent to you in writing. You're going to get a video, and you're going to have everything put to you in writing, and you'll see it's the exact same thing that I'm telling you here. So you should have it in writing. I want you to see that. So I'm going to start with the lowest price one. I'm going to work up to the highest price one. We do have payment plans and we have installment plans for all of them. You're not going to need it for the lowest price one because it's so affordable. And then you can, if you want to do this, you can do that. If you want to do a payment plan, what I recommend is after you get your first sale, just pay that bad boy off and the rest is pure profit for you. Each time you get a sale, this is extremely important. Each time you get a sale, you're going to get 100% of every single thing that you make. 100%. That means that I'm not getting any of it, and neither is anybody else. Legacy Builders isn't getting any of your money. You get it all. The only entity that's going to take any of your money is going to be Uncle Sam. You're going to have to pay taxes on it at the end of the year, but other than that, it is all yours. All right? The second thing to note is that when somebody goes onto your website and they want to start their own business and they buy their program from you, once they do that, you're going to get a ping on your phone and you're going to look down and that money has come into your account that very same day, and that same within a few minutes of the time that they sign up, within like 20 minutes. Because you're going to have a payment portal, which is just a fancy word for saying you're going to have your PayPal account set up or you're going to have your Stripe account set up. So that's going to be set up for you. We'll help you with that if you don't have one of those. We'll show you how to go about getting it set up on your account. And so each time that someone goes to your website and they decide they want to start their own business and they want to learn how to do it through the program that you're going to have on your website, and they purchase that, you get 100% of it. You get paid the same day. All right, so that I want to make very clear. We have 5 different options. The lowest price option is called the Launch Pad. This is only $100. It's a one-time fee. You never pay it again. $100. With this, you can have a website fee. The website fee, again, is only one time. You do not have to pay this more than once, and that is $39. Other than that, there is nothing else you have to pay. Definitely nothing you have to pay every month. The only other thing you're going to need, which you have, is a phone, and you need Wi-Fi service. You already have that, so you can't add that into it. You need a phone and Wi-Fi service, and then you pay $100 for the program, for the lowest price program, plus $39 for the website fee. What are you going to get besides the training? You're going to get the training to start your own online business. It's a lot of training that's going to be available to you. You only need to do a little tiny bit of it to get started. You need something to sell. You need something to have on your website to sell. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the program that you purchased. We are going to put that onto your website for you. So if you purchase the $100 program, we're going to put that onto your website. And then when someone goes to your site because they saw you on YouTube or wherever you were, and they want to start their own business and learn how to do that, they're going to see that product. It's called the Launchpad, and then they can buy that from you. When they do, you get all of the money paid to you that same day. You get all $100. The $39 is a website fee. You do not get that. That's going to go to Legacy Builders so they can set up your website. Okay, that's option number 1. Option number 2. Again, with the upper options, we have payment plans and installment plans, if that's something that would make it easier for you if you need that. If you're going to do that, After you get a sale or two, just pay it off and then you're 100% profit mode. Option number 2 is called passive daily pay. This option is $300 for the training program. You're going to have more training available to you. You don't have to do it all before you start, but you can have more training available to you. With this, though, you're paying $300, so you're going to get that put on your website. You're going to get that same program that you bought. It's going to be put on your website so that anybody else who wants to start their own business can go on there and get that with you. But we're going to put a bonus on there as well. You paid for the $300 program, so we're going to put that on your website. You did not pay for the $100 program in addition, but we are going to put that on your site. So you can have the $300 option and the $100 option on your site. So there's two choices that a potential customer who wants to start their own business and they're on your website that they can choose from. $400 worth of options. You only paid $300 for it one time. Option number 3. Option number 3 is where it really gets interesting. This is called Digital Mastery. And this is $600 one-time fee. There is a $39 website fee. But now we're going to put 3 products on your website. You only paid for one. You paid for the $300 training program. We're going to put that on your website along with the $300 and the $100 training program. So anyone who wants to start their own business and goes to your website, these are the choices they're going to have. 600, 300, 100. Now, with that said, which one do you think, if you have that plan, which one do you think you're going to sell the most of? Do you think that you're going to sell the most of the $600 one, the $300, or the $100 one? A lot of people say that they think that you're going to sell mostly the $100 one because that's the cheapest. Some people think you're going to sell the $300 one the most because that's the one in the middle. The fact of the matter is you're going to sell the $600 one. If you have all 3 on your website, keep this in mind. It doesn't matter what you're selling with this training program. You're only working 2 hours a day. So it's the same amount of effort, whether you're selling something that's $1,400 or you're selling something that's $100. And the same thing is true for anyone who buys their own program, the training program. People are going to want the best. They're going to want to make the most amount of money in one sale that's possible. If you only have the $100 program, that's the only one that you can sell. You can't sell anything other than that unless you upgrade. If you have the $600 program, now you're able to offer that to somebody along with the 3 and the $100 program. So that's why people are going to pick that one. You add them up together, the 6, the 3, and the 1, that's $1,000. $1,000 of training programs we're going to have put on your website so that anybody who wants to start their own business can go on there and pick which one they want. And this is what it's going to look like. I know this is backwards because of the camera, but you can see that there's the $600 one there, the $300 one, and the $100 one. This is a very, very popular option. Very popular option. If you sell one each of these a month, just one each, that's $1,000 right there that you get paid 100% the same day. Option number 4 was our most popular, was our biggest selling product that we had for about 2 years until we got something new. This is called the Blueprint, and this is $900 one time with the website fee of $39 one time. You have it for life. No one's going to ever take it away from you. You will have it for life. With this, with the $900 program, you're only paying for the $900 training program, but on your website, we're going to give you 3 bonuses. We're going to put the $600 program on there, the $300, and the $100 one. You add them up together, it is $1,900 worth of training options on your website that you can offer to anybody who wants to start their own business. With this option, the $900 program, we had thousands of people to make 5 figures in less than a year. Most of them in less than 6 months. And then we had an additional 100, I think it was 127 people to make six figures in less than 2 years. Six figures in less than 2 years. I know some people who did it in a little less than 1 year. Not too many, but it's possible. Option number 5. This is the one thing that we did not have. One thing we were being asked for over and over again, and when I say we, I mean Michelle, she's the founder. People who had this already were coming to Michelle and they said, are there any plans to put this into another language besides English? They knew of different people who were asking them to have this available in Spanish, and we didn't have it. We only had it in English. And after getting quite a few requests for it, Michelle decided to figure out how she was going to do it to make this available in both English and Spanish. And it took over a year for her to put it together, but this is now bilingual. It is now in both English and Spanish. We are the only world-class digital marketing training program that is bilingual. The only one. We're the only ones where you have live training and mentoring. The only ones where you get 100% profit. The only ones where you get paid the exact same day. The only ones with that is a done-for-you system where we give you the products to sell, where you have an immense library of training, and we're going to train you how to do other things online to make money. This is called the bundle pack. It is $1,400 one time. The website fee is a little bit more. It's going to be $69. And the reason for that is because we are essentially putting your website into, it's like two different websites. We have one in English and one in Spanish. I'm going to show you what my website looks like. You do not even need to know how to speak Spanish in order to offer this because of how the website is set up. So this is my site here. You can see that's my picture. And you can see, I know it's backwards, but you can see that this is English. If I were to click on that little blue button at the very top, then everything is going to go to Spanish. So I'm doing that. You see it's a different image there. And again, I know this is backwards, but you can see that this is not English. It is all in Spanish. So if you have somebody who goes to your website and they are primarily Spanish speaking, they can purchase this program in Spanish. All the emails that they're going to get, which are going to be automated, you're not personally sending them out, will be sent in Spanish for them. We have hired a native Spanish speaking team to provide support. For anybody who is primarily Spanish speaking and they have questions they want to ask, then we have the team that can help them with that. The cost of this is $1,400, like I said, plus $69 for the website fee. But wait till you hear what you're going to get with this program. And this is why this is now trending to be a #1 bestseller. We've had the $900 program now for over 2 years. So that's been our bestseller up until recently. This was launched in October, so just a few months ago. And at this point, we're selling this more than we are the $900 program. With this, you're going to get 10 options put on your website, 10 training options, so that if anybody goes to your site because they want to start their own business, they have 10 options that they can pick from. This is called the bundle pack. You're going to get this in English put on your website, if that's the language that you choose. But you're also going to have it put on there in Spanish. You're going to get the $900 program put on your website in English. You're going to get it put on your website in Spanish. The same thing with the $600, the $300, and the $100. You add it all up together, is $6,600 worth of programs, training programs to teach anyone how to start their own online business. You only paid $1,400 for it, for the training itself, and then you paid $69 to have your website set up. That's it. You paid $1,400. We're giving you $6,600 worth of products to sell and to offer to anybody who goes on your site who wants to learn how to start their own business. In addition to that, 3 weeks ago, I believe it was, we added, at no additional cost, $10,000 worth of AI training that we have with the $1,400 program. It's specialized AI training that will help you run your business. So some of the things that you will learn with it, if you want to do faceless videos where you're not showing your face and you're not talking, the AI training will show you how to do that and how to create these videos that will convert. If you want to learn how to create your own digital products to make something of your own to sell, you can do that with the AI training that's being provided. It's going to also show you how you can automate your business even more so that it's more efficient and running for you more efficiently. Do you want to learn how to do things like maybe TikTok shop? We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to give you training, and this is not AI training, this is our training. We're going to give you training on how to do brand collaboration, how to do affiliate marketing, the good kind of affiliate marketing. There's two types of affiliate marketing. One kind is the cheap kind. That's like selling something like this water bottle. You sell this water bottle for like $35, and if you're an affiliate, you might get $1.50 for it if you're lucky. If you want to make $1,000, you have to sell a hell of a lot of these to make that happen. Then we have the kind of affiliate marketing, which I never knew of before. It's a subscription type affiliate marketing, selling subscription types of programs. And I don't mean magazine subscriptions or anything with TV. It's something different. With that, once you make one sale, you're getting paid monthly for it and annually for it, on and on, like maybe $30, $40 a month just from one sale. You can do that. I'm doing that currently. Right now, because of Legacy Builders, I've gotten so much training on how to do so many different things. I have 16 streams of income available to me. 16 different ways that I can make money online. That's crazy. And that's not even, I'm not even the one who has the most. I know people with 20 some, and I know one person has over 30. It all stemmed from Legacy Builders. So it's not like you taking one product and selling it over and over and over and over again. However, that is how you're going to make the most of your money. That's how people have made six figures, is by selling it over and over and over again. But we're also going to train you how to do other things, how to sell other things. We're going to give you training on Canva. If you know what Canva is, it's a software program. It's free. They have a paid version, a pro version. You won't need it for most things unless you use it all the time. I use Canva all the time. I use it almost every day. So I have the pro version, but you don't need it. You can have the free version. We're going to show you how to use that, train you how to use it so that you can create things like books. You can create journals, worksheets, digital products that you can then sell. We're going to show you how you can do advertising online that you don't pay for. It's free advertising. I'd never heard such a thing because I spent 20 years of my life selling advertising in corporate America. There is free advertising that you can do online. We're going to show you how you can access that. Not only that, we're going to actually give you some ads that you can run, and then you can just tweak them to make them what you want to have. All of this is included in the training that you'll have access to. So you're going to get 100% profit. You're going to get paid the exact same day. We're going to give you the products to sell. We're going to train you into how to create other products. We're going to give you training on how you can start your own school community, SKOOL. If you haven't heard of school, SKOOL, you will hear about it. If you haven't heard about it yet, they are exploding. It's a way that you can have your own community. People will pay to join your community, and you can have your community about any subject you want it to. If you want to have a community about how you grow vegetables organically, you can make a community about that. Maybe you feel like you're an expert on that because you've been doing it so many years and you know all the tricks of the trade. People will pay to join your community so that they have access to that knowledge. Or you could offer your community for free if you wanted to, and then once they get in there, have a whole lot of it that's free, but then they can have different courses or different books that they can download, and they would pay for that. These are all the things that we're going to show you once you purchase into the Legacy Builders program and start your own business. Okay, so that is everything I had to go over. I told you what's involved in the program. I told you some examples of people, real live people that I know making $1,400 or more in a single day. Not every single day of the month, but they're doing it several times a month. I've shown you how that is possible. I've shown you how we're going to train you. I've shown you how every time you get a sale, you're going to get 100% profit and you're going to get paid that same day. And I told you what every single program is going to cost. So the next step, if you want to know more information, is go to my website. You can find that by looking at my account, my YouTube account. I have it on there several different places. You can go to my site, pop in your email address. You will have all the information sent to you within 5 minutes. If you don't see it, just check your junk folder. Usually it goes in your inbox, but check your junk folder. If you don't see it, it will be there. Every single thing will be there for you. And that is like pretty much all I have to talk about with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope this was worth your time. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Thanks, Dale. Bye-bye.